some of the art is extreme.
Nothing censored. That is a surprise, for sure.
So I've been talking about culture shocks a lot recently. So I thought it'd be interesting to see a video by Ask Japanese with Kathy and see what kind of culture shocks other people have when they visit Japan. So let's check it out. Let's go.
Hey guys and girls on Ask Japanese, it's your flashy fashion reporter Kathy Cat, and today in Cosplay, because we're gonna go and interview the cosplayers at Evo Japan, what their culture shock was. So let's go and ask foreigners in Japan. What gave you a culture shock?
Can I just say, she's so cute. Fangirling. Kawaii. Mecha kawaii.
The first time I came to Japan, it is first time, so I cannot speak Japanese and I don't know how to take the traffic. And people here is very nice that they taught me how to go there.
People were showing you what to do?
Yes. They won't reject your questions and giving their help. It's very nice. Yeah.
If I've experienced that in Japan, a lot of Japanese people are so considerate and so thoughtful. If you look unsure at any point, they will just go out of their way to help you, which is like really, really lovely and so unexpected. To say there's such a language barrier, like, it made me feel really at ease in Japan.
Culture shock.
I was at Comic-Con, so some of the art is, let's say, extreme.
Oh!
Oh! I feel like I'm confused as she is, like extreme how?
And I didn't realize that it was such out in the open. So that kind of gave me a culture like, oh, well, there's no curtain like behind. Like, oh, here it is, it's just there.
Was it like...
Wait, no curtain? Is this what I'm thinking it is? Am I the only one thinking like explicit, or have I just got the wrong idea? I have no idea.
Like art books, or what kind of art was it?
Comic-Con is creator-owned books, so they made their own books of illustrations they do, or like it was their own booth that I just walked past, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, this is different.
Wow, nothing censored?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is a surprise, for sure.
I was expecting like maybe here's the adult section of that type of art. And here's like, normal thing you take your family and friends to. So there was no device like I was walking, yeah.
Family, friends, and everyone, apparently. Oh my god.
Everyone's invited to this party. That's kind of odd, right?
Came here. What gave you the culture shock?
Shop open every day, every night.
Oh!
To take some food at 3 a.m. So can do that.
You can't?
I mean, like, let's go right now. Right here, right now. Let's go to Japan. Woo! Oh, that's so good.
So like in 3 a.m., 4 a.m., all are closed. Very so. And in Japan, you have some 7-Eleven.
I mean, isn't it like that here in the UK? I mean, if we're talking 7-Eleven, like we have McDonald's and KFC and things like that open like 24/7. It is really cool that 7-Eleven shops like 7-Eleven are open because you actually get healthier alternatives like at any point at any time. I think that's really, really convenient, and there's such a good choice at 7-Eleven or Family Mart. Super jealous. Uraimashi.
Open all the time, every time.
Like the construction workers and roadworks and all that sort of stuff. They all have like uniforms and have the lights on them and light up vests and stuff, and it looks amazing. Whereas
I'm taken, but this guy's buff. Okay, let's get back to the point. I don't know really why is he mentioning this? This is so random. Like, of all the things they could have mentioned for culture shocks, I never anticipated this. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know what to say.
it's like a uniform.
Japanese construction workers look amazing.
Yes. Yeah. There's someone making sure that like you don't walk into the area or get hit by anything, and they're just pausing you. Okay, now it's okay to go. It's very organized.
Japan is very, very organized. I agree with him there. And I kind of do agree with him to some extent. Like, I've witnessed the snazzy uniforms. Like, on the Shinkansen, when they dress up in, like, we saw them in pink outfits. They go on to clean the Shinkansen before anyone goes on. They looked immaculate and so cute. So mecha kawaii. Like, so I kind of get what he's saying. It was a bit random, but I get where it's going. I'm on the same page.
One sign that had like a little dude that was just like, it was a cardboard sign. His arm was just going like this, telling you to like go that way. I don't know. Stuff like that was really cool.
What gave you a culture shock?
Мне очень нравится, что это в Москве, не шумят.
She sounds wonderful. I love languages.
Тихо, чисто, красиво, и прям едешь на...
Красиво. Is that what she said? Красиво. До свидания. Is that something? Am I making that up?
Likes a lot of the trains itself, how people are calm, respect each one's space, not loud, and everything related to trains. She likes traveling a lot, so I think maybe not a big fan like a Japanese fan, like train otaku.
Oh, a train fan. That's such a niche interest. Though quite a lot of people are interested in trains, actually. I can see why. Like, the trains in Japan are so immaculate and so beautiful and so fast in comparison to ours. Like, and she's right, they're so organized and clean, and it's so quiet on public transport in general in Japan. I always found that really fascinating. I love that. I kind of understand the fascination with trains, especially in Japan.
I think that there are many musicians who play on the streets. Some of them, they don't come with instruments, they come with their iPhone and they play the track on the iPhone or any other kind of phone, and they play on the speakers. It feels like karaoke. As a musician, I was surprised because
Oh, I love karaoke. Karaoke ga daisuki.
country, or even in Europe, in the West, it's considered as something cheesy to just play with background music like that. Yeah, you need to come with your own instrument.
Do you know what? That is true. Like, he's not wrong there. So in the UK, in England, I'm speaking from England because I am from there. If you turn up to, like, I don't know, an open mic night, karaoke type thing, and you bring like a backing track, people look down on it a little bit. Like, it's seen as a bit amateur. Whereas if you can play an instrument and you come with it, it's seen as more professional and put together, and people take you a bit more seriously. But I've never seen that in Japan. I don't see anything wrong with the backing track. Like, you do your thing. Like, who cares?
Definitely the lack of trash cans. That you have to pack your own trash with you, and like make sure that you have a bag with you to take your trash, because you're not going to find a trash can for a while.
I agree. That is really hard to adjust to. Let me know if you agree to this. If you don't live in Japan, but like going to Japan, it was very different, very weird. Like, not seeing trash cans or garbage bins anywhere. Like, from where I live, they're everywhere. So it took a little time to adjust, like thinking, where are the bins? Like, where do I put my rubbish? I understand that if you have rubbish, you're meant to keep it on you personally. You're meant to put it in your bag until you get home, maybe, and then dispose of it there. But it's kind of weird, like all the crumbs and stuff are gonna just go into the bottom of your bag. So then you'd need an extra bag to put in your bag. A bag inside a bag inside a bag inside a bag. Like, I don't know, this is just not a concept here. It's kind of ironic that Japan has less bins and they're more clean, more organized, more immaculate. You wouldn't think it, would you?
Currently carrying your trash somewhere? Right now I have no trash, but I have a bag in my bag ready to carry trash.
inside a bag inside a bag. Bag inception.
私はその8年前は留学しました。初めて日本で来て、そして留学する。その住所は自分のうちの住所は探すことは探さないで、そして警察は住所に連れてあげて、そして荷物も持ってあげました。そして即だった。そうとてもいい警察に愛だ。
日本の警察めっちゃ優しい。
I agree. めっちゃ優しい. I can't imagine that happening here ever. Like, what? How? In what universe?
For conventions like that's attended by 500,000 people over there, like the lines were very organized. Like you don't have to wait like an hour or two in line just to get to the convention itself.
So you were impressed by how quickly how good the line management was?
Line organization, line management, everything.
That's so true. Wow. Yeah, we have to line up for ages. I've actually been to a Comic-Con. I love cosplay, so I'm loving this video. Like, I'm totally fangirling over all the cosplays here. Actually, if you like cosplay or anime in general or singing, I have a separate channel for that. Actually, I've never mentioned it because, like, why would I? It has nothing to do with my travel Japan culture videos. But if you are interested in supporting that, then just check it out. I'll leave a link in the description for you, so you'll get to see me doing some cosplays. Please don't laugh. Yeah, I love all these cosplays, and the fact that you don't have to line up so much. I know England are known for loving lines, but we really don't. We like wish they didn't exist. Mendokusai.
You get changed at your hotel and then you walk to like the convention or you drive there. In Japan, you don't do that here. You change at the venue.
Oh, I didn't expect that. I can't imagine that. When I do cosplays myself, I would definitely get ready at home because it's just more organized that way. I feel like I get up early, get all makeup on, get all the costumes ready. Then there's no chance of you forgetting anything, if that makes sense. Like, you're already prepared and there's less for you to worry about or to like stew on. Like, I don't drive, so I travel by public transport, which may sound a little odd. So I would literally go in full cosplay on the bus and I would get so many stares. but I just prefer it. I just prefer being organized and having it done. So that's really interesting that they do it differently, that they get ready there. And plus, like, getting ready in front of everyone, isn't that a bit intimidating, maybe? I don't know.
You're supposed to actually come on site and then get changed in the changing rooms, but the lines on the changing rooms can be quite long.
Yeah, sometimes the lines are pretty long, and then everybody's on the floor doing their makeup, everybody's trying to be pretty. But it's nice that, everybody can get together and then change, and like, it's not a problem.
Oh, that actually sounds really cute on second thought. And you see the whole process. That is what I would be interested in to see, like everyone's unique process of getting ready.
Surprised you? Like any items you've seen or any like, what is that kind of moments? A lot of people, for example, say maybe the toilets or...
Yes, the toilet. Yes, it's warm. It's very warm.
I was waiting for this moment. I wanted them to say it so bad. That is the biggest thing for me, like the cleanliness in Japan and the toilets. Like, believe it or not, the toilets were the thing that like shocked me the most. That's the biggest culture shock. Maybe it's weird to say if you're Japanese. Maybe if you've lived in Japan your whole life, you don't really see it as a big deal. But if you've lived in England, you will. Like, or anywhere else for that matter who doesn't have Japanese toilets. The heated seating is incredible.
The toilet shocked me because the toilet at your home is so clean and comfortable, and it's very nice and like it's very shocked.
When you come to England, you might be disappointed. Like, I'm so sad to say, but this is the one thing that I would be slightly embarrassed by if you were Japanese and to come to the UK and find yourself in a public toilet and it's not as clean and it's just not as good as Japan. Like, to be honest, sometimes it's quite disgusting actually. Like, it's just not spotless. Okay, don't be worried, like it's not all like that. Some toilets are immaculate, but you're definitely going to run into some public toilets that you don't really want to go to. Like, my mom used to say that she'd avoid public toilets at all costs, and that's tells you everything. Whereas in Japan, you would be running, like it'd be like the highlight of your day. Better than Disneyland.
Well, surprises me, and that's an office culture thing that I don't think 50% of the people who work in offices in Japan who are foreigners know. So this is actually a very minority who knows this fact. But after every lunch break or even just snacks, it seems all the women cluster in the washroom and start brushing their teeth together. It's a communal thing. They got together, they have a chat. So instead of people heading out to have a smoke after any kind of food, everyone seems to go and gather in the toilet, and they all have their own toothbrush set with them. And that brings us back to how hygiene is so super important in Japan. And that's why a lot of you guys need to look out if you want to date a Japanese.
Wow, that's really interesting. I've never heard of this before. That's so cute. But is it weird to say that my first impression was like, please don't be offended by this at all. Like, I've heard that Japanese people in general, like, stereotypically have bad teeth, like in comparison to say America, where they have like veneers or they have like really white straight teeth, and in comparison Japan has bad teeth because they like the crooked look of the teeth and things like that. So that's really interesting. But obviously they are really cleanly, so that makes total sense to me. You'd have nothing like that in the UK.
If you want to date a Japanese girl, that your hygiene level is like a top-notch, like seriously, shower every day, that kind of stuff.
I think that's the end of the video. Oh, that's really cool. I mean, if you demand high standards, I don't see what's wrong with that. Like, I want a clean guy. There were some really good ones in there. I anticipated a few of them, like the cleanliness, the toilets, of course, and the respect and organization. Like, those three things are pretty standard. I expected those. There were some oddballs in there. There's some things that I didn't expect. But what about you? Did you anticipate the culture shocks that we had in this video? What do you think? Do you agree with them, or was there anything that you were shocked about? Let me know in the comments below. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. This video was by Ask Japanese, and that's Kathy Cat, so check out the video. I'll leave the link in the description for you to check it out. That's it for now. Mite kurete, arigato, bye bye.